Hello, it's Alexander here, and we're back in our reality world. Talking with Yuri. Hi, Yuri. How are you? If you're 13 or have depression, probably leave now. So let's continue our reality. I mean my reality. Who am I talking to? There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very elegant and relaxing story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Poetry of Mock Bull. There's a ominous-looking eye symbol on the front of the cover. Basically, it's about this relatable camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people who trapped there have this taint that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the fantasy gets even worse. They start breeding people by cutting off their limbs and offering them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri makes it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn come from out of nowhere. Ah! Are you not a fan of those sort of things, Alexer? It's just a horror story. Nothing new. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and run on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that thing... It's just that kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. What horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world isn't full of horror people, and we're all worthless anyway. They should... I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. They study I'm rattling again, ain't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well... I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know something. I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body... What were you saying about your whole body? Yuri, I didn't quite catch that. Yuri? No? Alright. I kind of forgot to pay attention to the other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Can you say? No? Your whole body feels like something? Okay. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate a bit about reading. That's the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it right away. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly removed the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little absent. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I have not very used to. That isn't reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if you end up disguising you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. If it's as if I can feel her passion over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular bad thing. Maybe a little tension, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Here is the corner of my eye. I realize that she is not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing. Sorry, I was just bathing. Bathing what? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here's this. Should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri, then hold my book more between the two of us. I suppose so. Yuri turned and closed her own company. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of harder to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumbs and forefingers. I do the same with my right hand on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after flipping it to the side. But I'm holding it like this. We're 100 even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can find the warmth of Yuri's face and she is in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again and our eyes met. I didn't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you're being so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri's no longer asking me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finished the page before me, so I turned it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an endless change. My thumb gently lets go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't recognize this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking, the way she second guesses things she says, all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else. Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri begins a little foggy thing, even silence. We start reading. You can rest if you are feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and proudly rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Alexer? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So, you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we might get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back in my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki. I took to Natsuki. I was interested in her poem yesterday. I probably only fair it if I share mine with hers first. Well, it's about what I expect from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't earn any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want me to get smacked? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine, baka. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that is all. Yeah, I told you you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all cipher and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of a poem for people to express themselves? Your writing style won't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simply writing is that putting more weight on the word plays. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I didn't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, that I wouldn't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem next? Monkey. Alex, sir. Having a good time so far? Yeah, I am out. I am. Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like advice or things that we can do better, you know, there's this one nitpick, mon ami. Someone just happened to... Wait, who I was talking about? Someone happened to... die? No, no. Weren't there 4 of us? Wait, there are 4 of us right now. 3 girls and me. I don't know who I was talking to. Never mind, I don't have any fights, mon ami. Nah. Aw. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up with me, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I was afraid to bring up anything. I'm much better off just flowing until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Alexer. We all little bears today, you know. But it's the sort of barrier that we will all learn to get past this soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Mommy my poem. Great job, Alexer. I was going in my head while reading it. It's really metaphoric. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I understand you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expressions low. That's why I always count when I put in some effort. That's not fair. Well, I guess it works anyway. You know, that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagination and synthesis. Something I feel like your mind is just totally dished from reality. I don't mean that like a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally give up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more in place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I didn't think she used to be so intense like that. She must be really starving for social interaction, so I don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she got too sentimental, she'll end up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back! Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we will all start sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We start having plenty of time. I'm so glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks, mon ami. I suppose I'll go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, it's not very good. Sounds pretty confident for something who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. A hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I finally glanced at my surroundings. But my burnt eyes are no longer seeing color. Are 3 others in the room? Are they talking? Are they simply poems on flat sheets of papers? The sounds of Ferdinand scribes playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to creak, closing in on me. The air I breathed in before is reaching my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. I'm right here. He's right there. Swallowing my fear, I brush my pen. So what did you think? I didn't quite understand the poem, Monami. Who's looking at you? Not looking at you? Some guy? Well, I am a guy after all. An Alexa. Alex. It's very free form. It's that, what you call it? Sorry, I don't really the right person to ask to be back. Ha! It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has got pretty proper nowadays. There is a lot of poems having been put on their timing between words and lines. When performing out loud, it can be really powerful. What was that in between this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Empathy? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about it, deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming strongly these days. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monami's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too focused on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Thanks, Monami. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and title it up later. Anyway, another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hands and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem next? Yuri. As Yuri reads my poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Excellento. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That, I guess you're right. What am I getting all nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? You use of imagination, metaphors, and then you write a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Really? Yeah, guys, this is my first time writing a poem ever. It's not like I've done this 3 other times. This is not my 4th time writing a poem. It's my first time. My first, not 4th. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I knew that. I just mean... Yuri trails off, unable to find any excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if to break it down more thoughtful. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. I was just that there were specific writing habits that usually types of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick it up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make styles very different. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles from their topic matter, and they form-fit it into 2 together. The end result is both of the styles and spirits are weakened. Once Yuri finds her trail of thought, it's as if her den totally changed. Her stem is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that does not something you can be blamed for. There are many different styles and techniques that go into writing a simple poem, not just finding them and building them, but putting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. I might take you some time, but it's all with practice and leans by effort and trying new things. I hope everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Nancy can be a little bit brash though. Brash how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my pleasure between it. Yuri responds as it's a rare opportunity for her, which in herself is kind of funny. After all, isn't that supposed to be a literature club? I swear this was longer last time. Ghost under a light. The tint of my hair and breath, the globe bay. It must be this one. Alas, it remains sheet light to have withstood the last of time, the last yet to be replaced by the soaking blue-green light, hurrying of the future. I may calm breathing air, passion, but living in past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read it. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it really describes. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since you're the first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easier to describe, I suppose. Are you into ghost, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Alexer. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and action in their works. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being seen complete of a ghost, listening in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a little more some putting it that way. I haven't ever thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. You was impressed too, so if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoy it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Alexer. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. This was a little more stressful than I appreciate. As if everyone is judging me for meddling writing about Absalom. Even if they're just being nice to me, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting into myself. Across the room, Moniki is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They are getting sheets of paper, sharing their results with poems. As they read in trance, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki eyes burn in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki then returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute? Cute? Did you completely miss the semblance or something? I clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I don't know that. I just mean the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you were trying that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I don't need it didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually likes it. Which people did, by the way. Monumi liked it, and Alexer did too. So basically on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time answering my writing skills. I did not expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I'm coming across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Alexer liked my poem too, you know. He told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, and I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new number, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous. Alexer appreciate my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was fully of myself, I would go out of my way to make everything I do awfully cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who chest magically grew in a bigger size as soon as Alexer starts showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you taking out your end on other like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me, look who's talking. You want to cheer, egg bitch? Egg. Sorry, that's my lifestyle. It's too much for someone of your mental age to compare. See, just say the poem proves my point. Looks completely fine to me. Most people learn to get over themselves after middle school, you know. You know, this is a good... The save's glitching out too now. Okay. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your Alton. That was weird. You think you can combine your topic person just by dressing and acting cutie? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. No, being care of mind cutting yourself on edges, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fork is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Alexa hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be heads over heels for you after this. Ah! Suddenly, Yuri towards me, as if she just knows I was standing there. Alexa! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How... Can I have my save, please? Ah, Naxiki. 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 Naxiki, please. Naxiki. 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 No, I want... Fine, I'll have her. Hey, Alex, sir. Can I have the save, please, Yuri? Where's the save? I don't know where the save is. Why don't we step outside for a bit? Can you give me the save first? Okay. I'm sorry about that. Oh, you're totally fine. Totally grabbed my hand, pulled me out of the situation. Nothing weird about that, Yuri. We really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some person am I, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I'll never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Totally. Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. Nah, I love them. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, your Naxaki runs out of the classroom. Aww, Naxaki, you're crying. It's adorable. I'm saving your crying too. Naxaki, you're so cute when crying. She runs away. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. Yes, it does. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Naxaki. Or did... Alex, sir. Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We love you. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Naxaki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Manami. You can go first, Manaki. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president. I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take this responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not like that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Alex. It would be just embarrassing with you listening. I guess I didn't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing you trouble, but I really appreciate it too. Nothing strange about that. Where's my paper? We have to write down what words I words. How to write my poem today. I need to write my poem today. Where's my paper? There's my paper. Now to write my poem. What words should we use today in my poem? There's so many pretty words to use and everything. Oh. Hopeless. Ooh, disaster. Sadness. I must be not a very happy person. Uncanny. Anger. Graveyard. Explode. Grief. Special. Horror. Alone. Well, actually, here we go. How about suicide? Depressed. The determined. Determined. Ooh. Defeat. Ooh, atone. Death. That's a good word. Cry. Hurt. And pain. Aim. Yay, we did it. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I got a little more confidence here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room as usual, Scene greets me. Welcome back, Alex. Totally normal. Totally normal. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's chorus still hangs in the air like yes, a little. There you are, Yuri. Welcome back. Yuri glanced over her shoulder, looking around the room. Naxi is reading manga at a desk, and surprised Manbi isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. about yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like this has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting in many sound. Please don't think we usually like this. Not just me, but Naxi as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you're very kind and apologizing. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I'd only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first poem to share in poems. But whatever it was, it doesn't make me think of you any less of you. I've already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person, and now that you're apologizing, I know, really didn't mean it. Alex, sir, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you are such a understandable person. I'm really glad that you're joining this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monogamy? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I guess you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken back by how calm Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I was just wanting to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control for now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I didn't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who would worry too much about the little things, aren't you? But means that in blind rival, any relation, friend, ever neighbor, I'll accept your apologies anyway to make you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I'm always afraid since you hate me or something like that. Yeah. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Agnes turns to me. You're still on a trail though. Hey, suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super late. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. It's fine. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you that long anyway? My last period was today. Today was study hall. To be honest, I'm kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You were having heard the bell right at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you play piano as well, Monogamy. Don't give it more credit than I deserve. Guess I'll be practicing for a while. But I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of determination. So I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. Monogamy, you're off the, never mind. Should you play something for us? That's, Monogamy looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I'm looking forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Alexer. Mommy smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monami was relieved to the whole club or just me. In any case, best of luck. Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose not to bring up the three of us talking about. Besides, Naxi has already ran off into the closet. Alexer, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would spend time together. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm a little front forward, ain't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to calm down. I won't be able to focus reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if we make some tea first? Not at all. I love tea, Yuri. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, is a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she reads a small water pitcher from the shelf that kind of a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches a electric kettle. I'm going to plug it in the teacher's desk and then I'll get some water. She passes me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movement. To my surprise, the way she moves is really current her speaking motive, especially because of her long legs. Yuri hears elegant and magnific. Okay, you may have the water pitcher. Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. Just stay here. It won't take that long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri rushes out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave again? No, it's not like this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. ... 10 minutes pass. 10. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be near the water fountain. I start heading down the hall. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp intake, like something stuck in the air through the teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peek around. Yuri? Yuri, what have you done? Oh, Yuri. You have all these cuts on your arms. Now let me get some oil and some bandages and fix this up for you. Never mind. I'm not even clicking. I'm back. Oh, they got rid of all that. Ooh. I'm back! Thanks for waiting patiently. Alexer, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Yuri, I have proof that you cut your arm. I saved it for anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. It should do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if it's not a certain on tea or anything? In any case, you'd only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins burning the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little bit to herself. You must be in a good mood right now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to explain myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do that. When it's who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Don't push yourself too hard. You're always worried about me, Alexer. It's very enchantment. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even notice that I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Alexer, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why do you say that? It's a little better on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pains fairly recently, so I'll do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly likely because your posture, right? Always hunching over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why I should be sitting on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I ran my book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolates candy. I take it since it will go along with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides, as if a sudden we arose the same reading posture as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but where she's being less run, it's almost more that I can't handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Thank you, Yuri. I love tea, 'cause I'm Alexer. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She's wearing her instant reading expression, and I only can presume the world around her had faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little bit. I poured the tea between my legs and fronted it with the chocolate wrapping. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book and opening the wrapping. You can have some if you want. That's okay, I don't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get sun on the pages. You're right, I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize, I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. Yuri is holding it so I don't have any hard time reading from it. But at as a researcher, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take the chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She slowly parts her lips as if it's something completely natural. But that means I cannot stop here. I then place the chocolate into her mouth. Adorable. Oh, we're on page 3. Then again, I have been saving more recently. Just like that, Yuri closed her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly changes. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Alex, sir. Sorry. I guess I should have not done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Alex, sir. Suddenly, Yuri forces to grab my arms and jerks me to my feet. My teeth gets knocked over. Alex, sir. My heart pounds. My heart won't stop pounding, Alex, sir. I can't calm down. Oh, that's fine. We're just in the dark. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Alex, sir? Yuri suddenly pressed my head against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. I even make me want to not to read. I just want to look at you. Hi. That's totally normal. Can I have your... Nice eyes, Yuri. You don't follow my mouse? You're forgetting to blink, Yuri. Bright light and buns. It's time to share poems. Please no weird things going in here. Who should I show my poem to first? No one, because we are out of time in our lovely reality of a time. We will be back in our reality again. Next time, Alex, sir, will get Yuri to love him. Alex, sir, out. Peace, eyes.